Skips Production.
No loose chat, we are back in the building. This is the Protocol 5. I am Queen of all the P's. Make some noise if you're in the building, please.
Nah, you know who's right. So I don't wanna end. No loose chat.
Co-host.
It's your boy TM from the TMI podcast, the Gulag. Make some noise, y'all.
Alright, so we got this one. Ghast versus Crai-G. We flipped off camera. Crai-G's going first.
Say yo. Crai-G, you don't do this. Crai-G, you don't do that. Crai-G, you don't multi. Crai-G, you rap for too long. Shut the fuck up. When I'm done, shut the fuck up. When I'm done, your wife is gonna have to wipe the muck up. I have had enough of you thinking you have something special to offer. You got a knockoff. A 50% Bobby gave you a shot up. Daylight robbery? No. I mean, technically you did win, but now you think you're certified, registered with the ink. I think I'm gonna hurt this guy, chemicals to his skin. It's not rocket science when you see the elements are sinking in. You are about to learn the whole lesson. I never knew chemistry was my thing. I mean, this could really be a golden classic. They said that he's a good sport, but I don't care how noble gas is. I break down gases. Go, keep going! They said that he's a good sport, but I don't care how noble gas is. I break down gas with 4 noble gases. AR equals argon, the hottest gas on earth. And that's exactly how you've been feeling lately. In every space, is acting like batter rap needs you daily, needs you gravely. Needs daily, like without you, it won't be glamorous. You are feeling more entitled than unanimous. He thinks he's God's gift, batter rap Jesus of Nazareth, but RN equals radon. And long-term exposure to this gas could be cancerous. You only exist because of Anderson Brothers. Don't say it's not because his thousands of followers maintained you on the path. Millions and millions of views, that man made you what you are. But isn't that funny? Because HE equals helium, and that shows that this gas can only be created from a star. This gas can only be created from a star. Over 9 battles every fucking year. Yeah, you look proud, but now that I am here with 3 compressed good rounds, that just means the energy that you have built gets ruined. How? Well, we should all know that expanding gas eventually has to cool down. I am doing you a favour, gas. Don't end up like XE, which equals Xenon, known as a stranger, gas. Don't burn yourself out like candles in containers, gas. I heard you keep the prices down so you could be the nation's favourite, gas. But you were not heating up this house, better check your safety, gas. I will take your carbon monoxide alarm and have you surrounded by danger, gas. Use this round? It's like how you say my rounds are made of gas. I understand why you may have no friends, because every mother told their kid growing up never to play with gas. Facts. I will bully this loner out of rapping place, tie him off a balcony. But what of you? I have to say, as soon as he looks down, I'm with his wife. I'ma have my way. Literally, I got gas reacting in the air with tears. Sound like acid rain. Time.
That was fire.
My name isn't Ghast. He did a whole round of flips on it. What can you do? If that's the best you've got, I feel sorry for you. If you need gas to stay in this, I can put you on an oxygen tube. Fucking round on neon gas. Yo! Round on neon gas, that's pathetic. It wasn't good when Dazzy said it.
I didn't see it.
You say this is your house. If that's true, then no loose Ghast is finished. But if this is your house, why the fuck haven't you won a battle in it? Your house. That's what you'd have them all believe. But when I rap, screw faces come natural like deformities. People think I'll win because nobody grafts more than me, and people think you'll win because there's a long list of people you almost beat. If that's the best you got, how are we meant to care? A couple debatables no one debates, some videos that are never shared. That's like a general saying he conquered the land because more of his dead are buried there. But you're the main character here, right? So you don't want the story to end. I got on a 5-hour coach to be here performing for them. You only battle in London in front of all of your friends in venues so close to home they can walk to events. How is it Southside's crossed oceans to battle and this is your first battle north of the Thames? But his fans say he never loses. I guess he didn't think we'd notice the same handful of accounts on every battle of his deep throating that suspiciously comment on nothing else the league's posted. I mean, every account is years old. I'm still pretty sure he wrote it. We have different goals, because for me it's not just making sure what I've written's cold or being in contendership or winning gold. I have to worry about subscription counts and tickets sold. You can walk away if I walk part of this business folds. Oh, but he's Mr. Protocol, right? Of course you had something built around you. Your style's made to fit a mold. I had to grind for my looks. I had to grind for my looks, but meanwhile, the knifey bar kid does 8 bars clean and they get top tiers on speed dial. I feel like I'm going senile. He doesn't win. When you debuted for Prem, I was fuming at Trubs. Main event a short circuit. I blew a fuse at the plug. What? Let's fucking go, yeah? When you debuted at Prem, I was fuming at Trubs. Main event a short circuit. I blew a fuse at the plug. What am I not seeing? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm losing my touch. Or maybe everyone else is stupid as fuck. Fuck your cheerleaders. I'd win this 2-1 if you were a judge. If this is all there is, call it quits. Your house is defaulting on its mortgages. This is a housewarming. I came into his house and I brought a gift.
I said, breathe, bro. With your ego, your head a burst, and these imaginations are getting worse. That's why I am here to kill a buzz, like Emperor Zerg. That's not a figure of speech. That's not a figure of speech. I mean every word. You don't even know who you are, but he pretends he does. Changing your appearance at every event for what? Last time he was here, he had a French flat so he could flex with us. Get the fuck out of here. Stay the same. Last time he was here, he had a French flat so he could flex with us. Get the fuck out of here. Stay the same, like leopard spots. Connect the dots. Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. I ain't got to change the way I look to level up. But you got a method, huh? I ain't got to change the way I look to level up, but you got a method, huh? Well, you do you and keep shape-shifting like in a Rubik's Cube. You're squaring up to who? Me? Foolish move. Take the piss, then it's goodbye to the loo. Summertime in the drop top, I'm in a roof. Take the piss, then it's goodbye to the loo. Summertime in the drop top, I'm in a ruthless mood. I'll put a hole through a body like a hula hoop. Frankenstein. I got my head screwed on too, so I'ma sample the screens on the MPC. Then make Crai-G pay me to use the loops. Hood lyrics. Hood lyrics. Well, you don't like hood lyrics. Well, that's the shit the man that rep with their heart. But you've never had a situation where you can only deal with a situation when it's dark. PTSD. Us niggas really got built-in memory cards. But it's people like you that forget where you are. You are a guest in this culture. Don't tell me you aren't, but that street shit, He don't get it. So really I should just let it pass. You haven't seen it firsthand. That's why you don't get the bar. You've only had second-hand experience like prosthetic arms. Understand what I'm saying? You've only had second-hand experience like prosthetic arms. Understand what I'm saying? You really have to be there to experience it like honey making, dodging sting operations. I was young and dangerous. I am just letting you know, James, because you have not been educated. This has nothing to do with race. It's your arrogance, and you misplaced it. But I'm gonna help you find it. And I'm gonna help you find it the fastest. You told Dazzy knife bars are fictional. Why? Because you haven't seen the carnage? Because you grew up with Christmas lights in your front and your back garden? Because you could stay out as long as you want, your street was harmless? Security retarded? How many times in your life have you heard the word dearly departed? Let me break it down, let me break it down, let me enhance it. I used to walk around with a screw face, hunchback, talking the hardest. Cause the meaner you are, the less easier you are to be a target. The same time you picked up a pen, a young team also picked up an item with a cartridge. And you can't say whether it's right or wrong when you don't have the answers. Time. No, overdrive! I'm gonna catch you slipping while you're walking the streets. I ain't heard of no murders in Peterborough, so I'ma be the brother to haunt the streets. I'm hunting, and you're the man wanted like Morgan free. Stepping with the weapon, how many shots more than 3? And I'll let it sing from the whip, bullets that hit James' core, then you will see me stuffing your face with shells. Bullets that hit James' core, then you will see me stuffing your face with shells, buff air and all you can eat. But wait a sec, you thought it was sweet? Well, you're wrong, James. Anything goes. So what's going on, James? English born, suck your mum, James. Keep thinking that it's all fun, James, and you're beautiful. Wife's gonna have to carry you home. I'm just being blunt, James. You ain't got the X factor that way. And you're beautiful. And you're beautiful. And you're You got it wrong, James. English born, suck your mum, James. Keep thinking that it's all fun, James, and you're beautiful. Wife's gonna have to carry you home. I'm just being blunt, James. You ain't got the X factor that we want, James. Arthritis like symptoms you may get when you're young, James. Cause you've been writing a lot, bouncing around in these space battles. But it won't be too long, James, before you end up in a space jam like LeBron James. When I rap, it's not crazy, it's crazy.
Why he's got this energy. He's got a lot he needs to prove. Said he's never heard of a murder in Peterborough. He should read the news.
Let's go.
He says this is his house. If that's true, then Ghast buff is finished. But if this is your house, why haven't you invested any money in it? You were gifted a match with Visual and expected him to wager his fee. So fucking selfish. Says it, typical landlord, says it's his house and his income is someone else's. This is serious. I know you think it's jokes I've been prepping for Craig, but humour's a defence mechanism and he's got no punches worth defending against. And if he already expects to be paid, you've led him astray. I've been messaging Trubs and telling the plug he should be kept from the mains. Eid is next Sunday. Yo, I said I've been messaging Trubs. I've been messaging Trubs and telling the plug he should be kept from the mains. Eid's next Sunday. It's too early for you to be getting a plate. Because you don't have the pen of me or reverse, the accessibility of Sean Cray. You haven't known what Southside have done to open doorways. I care about the art form. You care about your wage. We're taking different types of notes. Only one of us brought change.
Let's go.
But this is your house, right? You say you're the owner, but you ain't the promoter. You're lucky I don't do personals. I could have had you paid in exposure. He's never won a battle. He's never won a battle. Yo, say this is your house. You say you're the owner, but you ain't the promoter. You're lucky I don't do personals. I could have had you paid in exposure. He's never won a battle, so how is he respected? When ops are offered you, they want north of £100 as the incentive. They've thrown you in the deep end with the sharks now that they're invested, and then have to clap because you took longer to drown than they expected. Well, you were out your depth. Fuck your knife bars. You can't take a cut if you're not why the crowd attends. Snoop asked what my fee was. I said £1 of flesh. You fucking go, yeah? I said you can't take a cut if you're not not why the crowd attends. Snoop asked what my fee was. I said £1 a flick. You want money wired? I'll wrap a wire around your neck till it's stained with more blood than a Saudi check. I was very clear. I said, you want money wired? I'll wrap a wire around your neck till it's stained with more blood than a Saudi check. I was very clear. This is the year I kill your favourites. I asked who's the heart of the league so I can shock them like defibrillators. But you are paying for a knockoff, a charlatan, an imitator, never cooked, but wants money for his delivery like when you tip a waitress. Visual being on the flyer with him. Visual being on the flyer with him was doing him a favour. You put your fee up. I'm not being paid a quid to wager, but because I promo, they think it's my job to make these bitches famous. They all say this is my house till I open up the pad and write them their eviction papers.
You said something about meat, well let's redirect, because a butcher's knife is something that you can meet in the flesh. Yo, I said, why are you so fixated with battle rap? When 5 years ago you didn't even know how to rap. Do you think you have the authority to critique me? How is that? Why is that? You think I can take advice from you? Someone that's never lived through or took part in a grime clash? Is my man mad? Is my man? And I ain't talking about them DF sets. I'm talking P Money versus Skits, Max Star and Double S, Devil Man versus Skits. You seen them? You seen them? Nah? Well, pussy, you better show me some respect. So when you say that my pen has a thing or two errors, I say that my pen has been through errors. You're from the era of the ever. I'm from the era of forever. I have never been an outcast. In my first year, I battled Surfer, Black T and Viz. Wow, how time flies. Yeah, I do understand I made a rookie move versus T. I remember I was like, I might have sacrificed round one, but it's done. Yeah, that was done. Most of you lot were right, alright, but Crai-G was still an amateur working through some guidelines. My biggest blunder was saying that I made a blunder like Einstein. I am just spilling the beans. Because in hindsight, I know what you write like. Time capsule. You just want to unravel old material in this present time. Fine. I can do the same. In your first year, psych, I lied. I couldn't be bothered to do that research. I didn't find no time. Yeah, you've been taking digs and searching for me. Makes sense. I'm a gold mine. But ain't you tired of getting your wires crossed? My oh my. How you think I can't get explosive and write dope rhymes? Well, this a bomb blowing up in your face and you would die, no my. The countdown to your demise. This loud mouth will get pushed to the side. Now a stoker genius is finally how you can be recognized. It's that coolie. I'm Rudy. What does he know? I'm 30 from early. I've been in that AMG mode. Now check the statement. I swear it's about to get mad dark. As soon as I find out you're a sack yard, I'm gonna show up unexpected like a bank charge. All that damn bar made him be a target, so I'ma grab dog, chuck him in the oven, then really turn up on his gas mark. It's sounding toxic, but it's cool. I'm wearing a gas mark. I even had a glance through the glass. I saw the last gas gasp. You have the grass. The fact the grass isn't green. Over here, I'm standing guard, and I don't grant you permission to ever say on any day that Crai-G's wordplay isn't choreographed.
So he says this is his house, and you lot let him say it. No accomplishments, but you celebrate him. Your house is a fucking bungalow. You've never taken steps and elevated. He says this is his house and you lot let him say it. No accomplishments, but you celebrate him. Your house is a fucking bungalow. You've never taken steps and elevated. His slogan says it all. When I rap, it's not crazy, it's Crai-G. Yeah, it's definitely not crazy. Every performance made is all the same. I watched you versus Whispers and it was so fucking boring, Craig. Half an hour of, I move insert drug here like footballer name. You told him he does too many UK schemes for these Americans. Then closed the very next bar with I caramba. Is Whispers secretly a Mexican? I mean, Dios mio, muchachos. They say that's your best. I don't... Again, I said Dios mío, muchacho. They say that's your best. I don't think I've seen Whispers do worse. Before that, booked against Bobby Rex, which you didn't deserve, because there wasn't much left of battle after Visual's third. See, when you lose a battle, you pick yourself up, move on, you live and you learn. But to get bigger battles, you meant to start winning them first. I thought this looked good in defeat, shit had diminished returns. It's like he's got the staff under a spell. Hell, I think it's a curse. Based on his trajectory, I could 30 him today and find out a month later they've given him twerk. The guy can barely multi and he's never spat an original verse. Even his name is a derivative work made out of a single syllable word. Wow. Against Visual, a whole round using his real name to flip. Said Michael so many times it started to take the mick. Against Black T, a whole round calling him non-binary. Lost that match as well. Imagine doing bars about identity when that's a thing you lack yourself. See, his crop get this kind of match too early. I came in the first time because they made me think that Dazzy's worthy. Ended up getting a body with filler like taxidermy. Oh, but you guys like knife bars, right? Yo, I said you guys like knife bars, right? How about I stab you, then try and twist it like CEX changed the key to the staff room. He does bars like that in battles. He does bars like that in battles. Go. And I'm a hater for thinking that he lost them. But when someone new, loud and stabby appears, you'll quickly be... He does bars like that in battle. And I'm seen as a hater for thinking that he lost them. But when someone new, loud and stabby appears, you'll quickly be forgotten. Because you're not sick, Craig. You're a symptom of a problem. Never won a battle. 0% success rate and still expects to get paid. Even in your own class, you were not the best, Craig. You're not as good as D-Buck, Dub T, RX or MK. But I developed talent while the South built a dojo, the North brought in a sensei. And while it's cute, yo, I said I developed talent. Go. While the South built a dojo, the North brought in a sensei. And while it's cute, you've gone from Surfer's clone to his best mate. This is... I said, while it's cute, you've gone from Surfer's clone to his best mate. This is the difference between being an example and a template.
Return of the, not prepared for the Mac. Man already know who's back, I don't wanna hear no loose chat.